Do you ever have strange visitors in your dreams that give you ideas, technology, or communicate some sort of message or give you an invention? Well, this whole world is pretty much ran by a group of people that have. They've had visions and dreams from muses, visitors that give them ideas and technology. The same technology our whole world is ran off of. These muses, known by many names like watchers, angels, malachim, have dream technology and frequently appear and communicate with people on Earth in regards to things that I guess they want to happen. They're known for inspiring most of the mottos, theories, and technology literally that our society is ran on. Aside from a few I'll name in a second, there's a fascinating phenomenon called independent spontaneous invention. That's where multiple people separated by time, distance, locality, have nothing to do with each other, all get the same ideas, and invent crazy things out of the blue at the exact same time. A list of a couple things that came from dreams. Einstein's theory of relativity, Mendeleev's periodic table, the model of the atom, the structure of the molecule, analytical geometry, and even the theory of evolution, which you can probably deduce what side that came from. It's amazing how all this stuff is coming from some other place, society, or beings. Plus tons of music, movie scripts, and old books. Countless music and songs. I mean, after all, it is the word muse, the root word of music. An interesting quote examining this phenomenon said it was like there was a man in another room with a whole film who was flicking little puzzle pieces to him one at a time. Another philosophical idea about this is called Cthulhu's Dream, which is basically a cryptid-like entity from the underworld whose psychic authority is so powerful it sends out ideas into the ether in mass, and a lot of people receive them with their antennas of their mind, and they're sort of forced to create them. They're compelled. And a lot of ideas seem to just come at once. And eventually, once sent out, these ideas will just eventually start coming out in society. The Oracle of Delphi was credited and constantly used muses, and ways of accessing them through rituals. This divination is called the Python spirit, and Pythonesses is what they were called in ancient days. The artist Dali said, "All that matters is when you sit down to paint is that an angel is guiding your hand," and he meant this literally. Modern day inspiration is just sort of like coming up with an idea, but that's not at all what it meant in ancient times. It's right there in the word inspire, spire literally meaning breath or spirit. Inspire, to take in spirit or breath from another being. Spirit and breath are always the same words in the scriptures. Again, this could be from the good messenger class of angels or from the fallen dark malachim, both having their own purposes. These invisible societies are fascinating. And it also ties in with demon summoning, and how massive companies and people have done this for riches, knowledge, ideas, power, and even ties in with a whole theory about demon-owned patents. Aside from music, which I've already mentioned, I'm going to give you 3 uses of the word muse, which you may not have put together, and then I'm out. A museum, which back in the day originally was literally to collect empowered artifacts. Not just any artifacts, but artifacts that had a special inherent spiritual value. By the way, I just did a video on empowered artifacts. The real, original museums did this. Museography is the study of empowered objects, or things that have to do with spirit realm sources that these museums collect, at least originally. This ongoing degraded and redefined placeholder activities that barely resemble the original purpose over time. So we have a total plastic GMO fake society. That's why I feel so fake. I find it interesting how muse is the prefix for mushrooms, who are also supposed to be a gateway to beings that give knowledge supposedly, as well as muscadine grapes, which converts into wine, and also alcohol being called spirits. And finally, maybe the most interesting one is amusement parks, to let the muse in, literally. Just like the word entertainment, which means to enter the mind and take it. The amusement park theory has to do with energy harvesting, ley line grid manipulation, and massive groups of people all displaying high emotional output in the same place at the same time, with machinery built with ancient geometry and sigils, much like the old internet and the power grid in general. I go way more into all this stuff on my page. Muses, inspiration, breath from the other side. Where is this place where this is all coming from? Keep your discernment up and pray. You never know. You might be the next one on the holy angels list to have a visit and get some idea that will change the world. See you next time on The Savage Truth. Keep dreaming.